Welcome back to Trucking the Great Plains with Velox 18. I am Nick. I'm the owner and operator of Velox 18 Trucking, and this is my YouTube channel. I drive this beautiful black Peterbilt 2022 Peterbilt 389 low airleaf suspension. All the I don't have anything to say today in the intro. I actually sat down to edit my video just now, and I realized I didn't have an intro. And I got to do the A for you guys, and we got to do the roll of music. So today we started out this morning over in Iowa, and yeah, we had to finish Iowa. We had to go all the way through Nebraska, and then we had to start Wyoming. So we put down some miles today. You know, I'm supposed to like give you guys a little teaser, like something to like hold your attention, like, oh man, and stay tuned because this is what happened today. We just drove. We drove and we talked and we drove and we talked, and who knows, maybe you'll get something out of it, maybe you won't. This is my vlog. This is how I do it. I talk and I drive most of the time, and some people seem to get benefit out of it, and some people don't. And that's okay. It's no big deal. No big deal. Some people find me amusing, some people find me annoying, and apparently some people think that I'm a complete idiot, and that's okay too, because well, they know enough about me that they've watched a bunch of my videos. So, hey, if you don't got haters on YouTube, then you're not doing it right. So, I got some haters. Hi, haters. Hi. But this video is not for you, because you'll hate it. All right, let's just get out of here and roll the music, because, well, I just need to finish editing this video, and it needs an intro. This is that intro. Hi. Welcome. This is the introduction. Roll the music. Well, boys, I think we booked a load a little bit off a little more than we could chew with this load. Started doing the math on the mileage we have left and the time we have left, and well, it's gonna be close, man. Just a lot of miles to get done. You guys know I'm not an OTR guy, so I don't immediately translate miles into like drive time and all of that kind of stuff. So when I booked this load, I was just like, oh, I got plenty of time. And then now I'm like, yeah, maybe not. So we woke up early this morning, and unfortunately the guy next to us nosed in, which always leaves them hanging out further. See how far his trailer is facing up, because you can't put the nose of the truck over the curb like you can put the tail of the trailer over the curb. So you stick out a little further when you nose in. I know he's trying to get away from the noise of my reefer, but then these guys are all stacked up in front of me. All the guys park on the end caps, so I'm gonna have to go this way, try and avoid this Volvo's bumper, and try to weave my way out of here, and then go somewhere else and flip a U-turn. Hopefully there's not, hopefully I'm not hemmed in here too bad. But anyway, we'll figure it out. But it's inconvenient, I'll say that. But yeah, we gotta get this day started. Get down the road. It's 4 o'clock. We're up and at 'em. All right, we're rolling through Council Bluffs, Iowa. This is the TA that I was going to try to make it to yesterday, and just ran out of time. It was like 35 miles away, and I had 30 minutes left on my clock, and I just said, you know what, I'm good. You stop to use the restroom a couple times per day. You stop for your 30-minute lunch break, and then you run a little bit under the speed limit to try and save on fuel, and you miss out on a lot of miles you could have put down in that 11 hours of drive time. So I am a little further behind. I mean, I was hoping like maybe I'll hammer down and get to Grand Island, Nebraska when I started yesterday. And then I quickly changed that to, we're just trying to get to Gretna, Nebraska. Just outside of Lincoln, just on the other side of Lincoln. And then I backed it all the way to Council Bluffs, Iowa. And I'm like, yeah, okay, we're not even going to get to Nebraska. We're just going to get to Council Bluffs, Iowa. That's what we're going to do. And then as I was getting closer and closer and closer, and I saw the estimated time of arrival getting closer and closer to my cutoff on my 11 hours of drive time, I decided to stop short back there in Avoca, Iowa, at the Flying J, and get some sleep over there, take my tent off over there, and we're gonna have to do quite a bit of trucking Sunday night. Well, Monday morning. We'll probably start at midnight or so on Monday morning. So we're gonna get where we need to go today. We're gonna get into Wyoming, and we'll shut it down somewhere after we get close to our 11 hours, and we'll probably leave ourselves 6 hours or so. So we got to be trucking no later than 2 in the morning, probably 1 in the morning if we really want to give ourselves a little bit of time to make the delivery tomorrow at 8 a.m. So that's the one thing about trucking is you can only drive 11 hours a day, but then you only have to take 10 hours off. So that 11 hours of drive time you can usually fit into about 12 hours of actual clock time. By the time you do a pre-trip, a post-trip, and stop for lunch in the middle there, like actual clock, like from start to finish of your 11 hours of drive time that you use, usually is about 12 hours, maybe a little more than 12. If you stop a little bit more, like I tend to, I drink a lot of fluids and use the restroom more often than most guys, and I don't like peeing in a bottle while I'm driving. That's not my style. I'm not in that big of a hurry. Come on, but yeah. So you can turn a day's shift, 12 hours on duty and 10 hours off in 22 hours. So, and we are in Nebraska, folks. So basically, if you're running, you can run 2 hours earlier the next day than you started the day before. So you keep doing that. Plus, you gain an hour every time you're going west. Every time you cross over a new time zone. So we went from Eastern to Central yesterday, and then today we'll go from Central to Mountain. So we keep gaining an hour, and Utah is in Mountain Time, so that's where we'll stay. We won't gain one on Monday morning, but nevertheless, so really we're trucking. You can restart a shift if you use your 11 hours and 10 off. You can start again in 22 hours, but it's like 21 hours if you gain the hour of the time change. So you don't have to, it's not like, well, I can only drive 11 hours per calendar day. No, it's, you drive 11 hours, then you take 10 hours off, and then you can get right back in the truck and keep driving. So it puts you on a weird schedule, but you can make up some ground, make up some time if you need to. And I think I said it yesterday, it never hurt anybody to wake up early. That's just the way it is. But waking up early is no big deal. It's kind of part of trucking, man. Kind of part of trucking. My father-in-law woke up at 11 o'clock at night for I don't know how many years when he was running hazmat tankers. And when he taught me how to drive, he was leaving the house at like between 8 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. every night. And I was 21, 22 years old, trying to flip my schedule on the nights. I was like, what in the world is going on? I couldn't sleep in the afternoons when he slept. I'd end up crawling in the bunk when he was driving down the road to the first pickup. I'd be like, yeah, wake me up when you're gonna let me drive. I'm learning a lot, but I gotta get some sleep. Anyway. Shoot, we'll just get on down the road. I'll catch up with you guys later. Says that I'm due to arrive at 9:35 in the morning, but it is currently 10:32. So I must be hitting the time change right here. We're in Big Springs, Nebraska, so we're still in Nebraska, but we're gonna stop right here at the Flying J, get some fuel, take our 30. I'm gonna get some food, and we'll keep on trucking. We have been driving for almost 6 hours. Pretty darn close to 6 hours. So yeah, we're just gonna park it up. I did take a couple pit stops to use the restroom and the facilities, but other than that, we've just been hammering down and trying to get as much ground covered as possible so that we can get as far as we can in our 11 hours and try and keep ourselves from having to oh man, what is up with Sunday truck stops? Like, are we really all out here working on a Sunday? Like, the fuel islands are full right here. And it's not like there's some crazy discounted fuel at the Flying J in Big Springs. Wow, what in the world? There's a line. There's a huge line to get into the fuel island. What the crap? Well, nevertheless, I guess I won't just pull into a fuel spot and cut the video off. I'll cut the video off right here. I was gonna talk to you guys all the way up until I got fuel, but that ain't gonna happen. We're gonna be sitting here for a minute. So, all right, I will catch up with you guys when we get out of here. I've got to put myself. Don't tell anybody. I'm going off duty so I can start my lunch. Suckers! I'm not gonna waste drive time sitting here. Maybe I could put myself in on-duty time, but it's all good. I should be able to get a reset in when I get to Utah. So that wasn't the way I planned it. I originally thought I was getting a load for Monday. I'm sorry, for Tuesday morning, but then she said, well, in the time we were setting up, with our brokerage, we booked that load. I'm like, I hate when brokerages do that. Like, if you're setting a carrier up to haul a load, why are you gonna let another carrier swoop in on that load? That's silly. But nevertheless, she said, I have another one for Wednesday and it pays okay, so I just said, let's do it. Let's freaking do it. I don't even care. Let's rock and roll. It goes all the way to stinking almost to Allentown, Pennsylvania, which is just outside New York City. But, back to Pennsylvania for me. But it pays okay, and we'll deal with whatever we got to deal with. Try and pay the bills. So anyway, we're really just sitting here waiting, like, in the driveway to get to the point where we can even get in line for one of the fuel spots. So this is kind of messed up. This is not how I anticipated it. But anyway, I'll catch up with you guys when we take off. All right. Well, that took a little while, but we are finally making our way out. Making my way downtown. Oh, my ice is a little sloshy today. I should have emptied that while I was here. You hear the ice sloshing around my ice chest? Alright. We are gonna head west. We're gonna stay on 80. We're gonna get into Wyoming, and I think we're gonna get into. My plan is to go to Rawlins, Wyoming. That'll leave us like 4.5 hours, maybe 5, because we got to climb the mountains to get into Utah. But that's kind of my plan right now, is leave myself 4.5 to 5 hours tomorrow. But that means we got to kind of hammer down a little bit. I mean, we got enough time to get to Rawlins, but just if anything happens on the road, it'll be better for me just to shut it down and leave even earlier tonight. So we'll just keep an eye out in front of us. If there's an accident or anything else, I'll just find somewhere to pull over and stop, take my rest break, and then start again tonight, because we don't have much wiggle room at all. Not much wiggle room at all, because it is 11:11. Once we get into mountain time, it'll be 10:11 right now, so let's just call it 10:15, because we're about to get into mountain time. And we're about 5 hours away from Rawlins, so it'll be 3:15 when we get there, which means we can start at 1:15. And like I said, we got about 5 hours to get to our delivery, and our appointment's at 8 a.m. So you guys are tracking with me, right? We're trying to figure out, you gotta take your certain amount of rest break and do all that, and it makes it a little bit harder on us, because I'd love to just drive a little bit longer today and then get there and then sleep. But it keeps guys from pushing the envelope more than they should. So, all right. Well, I will catch up with you guys down the road, because I want to eat. I got some snacks. I got some lunch, so I'm going to eat, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Plus, this road's bumpy. All right, and we are at the Wyoming line. So the mountain time zone does cut down the middle of Nebraska. So once we got into mountain time zone, we still had a little ways to go to get to the border. And yeah, now we're in Wyoming. So just got about 200 miles to go into Wyoming to get to Rawlins, and that's where we'll park it up. Should be there about 3 p.m., maybe a little bit before 3 p.m., which will be good. Let's keep on going. Let's go. All right, we made it to Rawlins, Wyoming. We put down some miles today, boy. Hopefully there's some parking. It's early yet, but oh yeah, we got some spots. Oh, we got lots of spots. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I guess I should pay attention to the road also, not just the parking spots. But yeah, we made it. We made it. And we made pretty good time. It's 2:40, so not bad. Not bad at all. And we'll shut it down here as soon as we can get parked. And we'll talk about what we're doing, where we're going, why we're doing it the way we're doing it, all that stuff. I think I'm gonna follow this guy. Looks like there's some parking right up over here, and well, those are the reserve spots. Okay. There's one spot right there, but I figure spin around and I know you guys are gonna hate me. Why pull into the dirt? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's easier to get into, easier to get out of, and my truck's not clean anyway, so What else is new, right? What else is new? Boom! All right, man. So we got here, like I said, about 2:45 by the time I parked and logged out of my e-log. I had 34 minutes left of drive time, but the next truck stop after this one is like pretty far down the road. Maybe I could have found a rest area to stop at. In fact, I may still look at that. I might take a shower here and get something to eat, and then hop back in the truck and go a little further down. Because as of right now, like, I don't have to leave here until like 3 a.m. Because it's about 4 hours and 15 minutes according to Google Maps. I'm figuring it'll take me about 5 hours. I have an 8 a.m. appointment. So I figure if I leave at 3, I'm good. And so I got like 12 hours to kill, 12 hours and 15 minutes. So, you know, I'd like to get a half hour further down the road. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But I guess I should wait to close out this video until I know if I do that or not. But anyway, we've done 694 miles today, so almost 700 miles. Not bad at all. I'll take that. Did a lot better than we did yesterday. I didn't have to stop and go pee as many times. We didn't have as many storms as we had yesterday, and just seemed like you know, we were just running down the road a little better. So I'm just idling here. Not because it's warm outside, it's only like 83 degrees outside, but because I'm letting the truck cool off. It's about, oil temperature's down to about 200, and coolant temp is down to 180. So it's cooling down. We're gonna get to a good spot before we shut it down, and then shoot, we'll be done unless I keep going. Who knows? But I'm going to sign off this video. I'm going to go get something to eat at Denny's, take a shower, and then, you know, I'm going to try and go to bed as early as I can. And if I do have to wake up at, you know, 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning, then that's what I'll do. If I can get a half hour down the road and wake up a half hour later, then that's what I'll do too. And we'll see how that goes. But I think we're going to end up staying here. This is a nice, safe, good parking spot. I'm real close to the Denny's and the Flying J. Like, this. Plenty of parking, everything's good. So I actually ended up moving out of the dirt, just for your guys' information. I came up here, there was a spot that I couldn't see that was a little easier to get into once I got into my spot, and I was like, oh, I can just grab that spot. So I'm on the pavement, we're good. I brought all the dust with me and got it on all these other trucks. So no, I'm joking. They're dirtier than mine. I look clean right here. All right, love you guys, peace out. See you tomorrow when we deliver this load and we get the heck done, and we're gonna get paid for this load. It'll feel good. All right, peace.